and not be at my best is good, I suppose. But you know, it wasn't quite good enough, because otherwise I wouldn't be sitting here with you.
Well, next year we'll have you out there.
Yeah, I'll hit another World Cup next year and try to get on the stage. So I just didn't go to enough.
So here we go. This is the women's compound bronze medal match. Inge van Caspel of the Netherlands, a very strong shooter. And Inge will be taking on the Korean Chae. And we'll tell you how both of these young ladies got here tonight. Or excuse me, it's Chae So. My apologies to Ms. Chae. Of course, it's interesting. We talked about this with Crispin, Steve. Usually during the outdoor campaign, people qualify during the week and everything is set by Friday night. Then you get Friday night to kind of get ready for Saturday and maybe even Sunday. Here, these archers, again, we're shooting right up to the last minute, qualifying for these bronze and gold medal matches.
Yeah, it was a firestorm. These guys had to skip dinner and head into the arena and do battle, and now we're here, you know, not an hour later.
We will find out just how hungry Chae So is, and Inge van Caspel for that matter. So here is Inge. First shot in the first end, right on target for Inge van Caspel.
Yeah, that's an important one with the change in lighting here in the venue. You got to hope that the first one lands true so you don't have to make any adjustments.
How much of a difference is there in terms of the lighting?
Between here and the arena where they shot in, it's considerably different. So you never know if you're going to have any sort of point of impact change, and you hope to just come in here and cut loose your first one and hope it's true.
This is the feeling out period right here.
Yeah, and unfortunately for the compounders, they don't get to benefit from the set system. So if you come out and have a bad end right away, you're digging a big hole for yourself. With the set system that we just saw out of the recurvers, you know, you might come out and have a bad end, but you can claw your way back, you know.
So 10, 9, and 9 for Inge van Caspel.
10 lead by 2. It's a 9-1-point lead for the archer from Korea.
So 29-28 your score. Chae So of Korea taking that lead. 29-28. And the conversation's going on with the coaches right now, but now they should have a better feel for the field and what they're up against.
Yeah, now they just got to, you know, deal with the actual shooting part. Easier said than done.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah. So we will, as opposed to what we just saw out of the recurve, we'll see a full 5-set match, 15 arrows out of the compounds, and no set system, so every arrow counts.
So the arrows retrieved here at the South Point Hotel and Casino on the south end of the Strip in Las Vegas. Great crowd on hand here tonight. This thing just gets bigger and bigger and better every year. Bruce Cole, congratulations.
Yeah, what a huge turnout for the event, and what a huge turnout here tonight.
And it's a very knowledgeable and I think a very respectful crowd as they watch. And a lot of these are people who have stuck around after the presentation of the awards to the youth champions who were recognized earlier tonight. They're sticking around to watch how the best in the business conduct their business.
Yeah, this is always one of my favorite parts of Vegas. To shoot the World Cup final here, it's a great way to tack on, if you'd say that, to the World Archery Festival, and to make everything even bigger and better, and to get a good crowd out to actually watch the venue. You know, not every day that archery draws 3,000 plus people, but we've got them here tonight.
So a 9 for Inge to start off, and her second shot also a 9, digging herself a little bit deeper hole right now.
Yeah, Miss Chae could potentially take a 3-point lead here. That's a close one.
Tough to call on this side of the target.
So Inge van Caspel, who defeated Janine Meisner in the 1/8 round. And dare I say who she went up against in the quarterfinals?
For professionalism, yeah, we'll go.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about that during the break here after this end.
Yeah, not an ideal end for Inge there. Looks like she's going to be sitting down 3 or 4 points, it looks like.
Yes, unfortunately, I guess not unfortunately for Inge, but unfortunately for your wife, Linda Chae Anderson. Great match, though. 146-145, a win right down to the wire, and Linda coming up 1 point short as Inge was able to pull off the 1 point win in the quarterfinals, and then Inge falling by 1 point to Sarah Holst Sonicson in the semifinals. So that was her path to this bronze medal match. And as we look at Chae of Korea, she defeated young woman from Denmark, 147 to 145, Tanya Jensen, falling by 2 points in the 1/8 round. Toya Chernay fell by the wayside in the quarterfinals, 144 to 142. And then it was Sandrine Van Dionan who was able to survive by 1 point over Chae in the semifinals.
Yeah,
so she's definitely earned her way here.
Yeah, she, you know, she started off hot with that 147 in the first match, and then she kind of progressively dropped off a little bit. But, you know, good start here with a 59, and she's got a sizable lead over Inge.
Better start for Inge van Caspel.
Yeah, awfully close on that one, but I don't think it's going to get it.
Down by 3 points right now, trying to fight her way back. Doing all she can right now. She needs a little bit of help.
Yep. She can do it. You know, she's got to count on shooting 30s, and she's got to hope for some help. But
not forthcoming after that shot.
How many times have we seen a compound match turn around in an end or in a matter of, you know, end and a half? So it's doable.
Strange, or maybe I should say interesting things do happen.
Yeah.
Wow, what a shot by Inge van Caspel.
You could call them strange, interesting, or just unfortunate, but you know, things do happen.
Heartbreaking. Yeah. Gut wrenching.
Yep. I've been on each side of that.
All of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember Poland.
Yeah,
yes.
Poland. In the morning, I shot a gigantic 8 in the team round, and then in the afternoon, I was the
beneficiary
of an unfortunate incident for Martin Damsbo.
But that's archery, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah, that's
really?
Archery. I still shot a good score.
Inge, 85 out of 90 right now after 3 ends. And trying to fight her way back, get back into this. She's only down by 2.
Yeah, she picked up a point there, or 2 points rather.
She trailed by 1, 29-28 after the first end. Now here after 3 ends, trails by 2, 87-85. Chae Won-so of Korea. And there you get a good look at Inge van Caspel. Wearing the glasses tonight. Trying to get a little bit better definition.
Yeah, Inge's always been a really strong indoor shooter. She's sitting in a good spot, I believe, for the Vegas shoot. I think she's in the top 5, so, or she might even be tied for first. So she'll have a chance to get the win tomorrow as well.
Vegas shoot coming up tomorrow. We'll have that for you here on Archery TV. One of the wildest events I've ever seen in sports. Archery's answer to Survivor.
Pretty much what it is.
Yeah. We'll actually be covering the Lucky Dog competition in its entirety.
I hope not to be there. So.
Inge hoping that that's in.
Yeah, for those listening, the difference in the World Archery format versus the Vegas format, I don't know if you guys have gone over it, but the 10 ring you just saw, the recurve shooting, that's the 10 ring we're using for the Vegas tournament for all classes, all categories. And it's a little bit more, I described it this way yesterday. Shooting World Archery is how fast can you go, you know, jam the foot to the gas pedal and try to shoot just as many X's as possible. And if you throw one a little wild, not a big deal. But in Vegas, you kind of got to pull off the accelerator a little bit because there's a little bit of a conservative approach. It's a don't miss game.
You can't miss.
Yeah.
You simply can't.
X's don't matter.
Right.
Just catch that Big 10 and survive in advance.
That's exactly the way you put it. Survive and advance. So now the lead grows back to 3, 116-113 in favor of the Korean archer. By the way, I want to mention that Matthews is now offering up to $300,000 in contingency for amateur classes and men's known 50 at ASA events. Matthews, one of the great sponsors here of this World Cup final on the World Archery Indoor Circuit. As we wrap things up here in Las Vegas. Of course, we have the World Championships, the Indoor World Championships coming up in Turkey at the beginning of March. But as far as the World Cup Tour goes, this is the 4th and final stage, and also the World Cup Finals. And our thanks to Matthews, one of the great sponsors. So a big, big hill to climb for Inge van Caspel of the Netherlands.
Yeah, 3 arrows remaining, trailing by 2 points. She got what she needed right there.
Maintaining her composure.
Got one back.
Chae So making things interesting. Maybe more interesting than she'd like.
Definitely more interesting than she'd like. Inge gave one back, though. It's always hard to close out a match, and it's equally as hard to get yourself back into a match. So we're seeing both sides of that here.
As we say in the States, looking at the gift horse in the mouth, right?
Yep, so Inge needs this one. Got to have it.
Trying to keep it together and got it.
10 wins for Miss Chae. 9, and we're going to see a shoot off.
No shoot off, not tonight. The Korean archer Chae So coming through with a 10, and it was a solid 10, and no doubt about it, 10. And all smiles on the face of the Korean archer.
Yeah, that's a clutch shot right there. Sometimes I found that those final shots, those ones you really need, for whatever reason, they come a little easier. But the shots before that can be a bit of a struggle. And we saw that out of Miss Chae here, but she, as I said, she came through in the clutch.
She gave up a few points. She was leading by 3 after 4 ends. And in that 5th end, gave back a couple of points, but she winds up winning by 1 point. And takes the bronze medal here in Las Vegas at stage 4 of World Archery's World Cup Indoor Circuit. And you know, Steve, it's interesting. I was thinking about that last shot. It's not as though that's like a 2-foot putt. I mean, you've still got to shoot that shot.
Right.
It's 18 meters away, and you got to nail it.
Yeah, no matter what. I mean, it's the same as it was the first arrow out of the bow. So I had a kid ask me that today. He said, did you feel more pressure today in the Vegas shoot? I said, no, I really didn't. I mean, it's always the same, right? It's
every shot counts, doesn't it?
Yeah, every one of them is the same. The 10 ring doesn't get smaller as you go, doesn't get bigger as you go. Sometimes it feels like it does, but it's still the same as it is at home, still the same in Vegas. You know, Bangkok, Marrakesh, Nîmes, wherever you're at. So
it's all in your head, right?
Oh, so much of it is.
So much between the ears.
And it can be the indoor archery with the compound can really be a hateful game at times, but you know, it's a fun one to play. It's a fun one to progress in.